Oh, that's no good. Hello, I'm here. Give me a second. Deactivate. I need to turn it on and turn it back off again. No, wait. Turn it off and turn it back on again. There we go. Know what I'm talking about?
I didn't catch that.
Now, the camera I forgot I need to. For some reason, every time I use the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, I have to, in the settings and the streaming software, deactivate it and reactivate it. No idea why, but it's part of the fun of streaming that I forgot. Yeah, we're going bright. We're going bright today. A lot of lights. Because I think Funny Brad's stopping by, so yeah. What's up, everybody? Dr. Bob. Hey, Sam. How you doing? Thrifty. Places Lost. Farley. Yeah, it was definitely one of those situations. And back at the top. So Nate's in here. Rock Eastwood's in here. Brian, what's up? The other Brian, Cycling Brian. Sticks and Tape. Salty Rider. Donald. I was thinking when you said this about lizards and cicadas on the bike trail, this time of year I forget about it every single year until it happens. But when we ride after dark, toads come out. Do you know about on the paved trails? Mm-hmm. And so we go out, like we were out in Kent on Friday with a whole group of friends, and then we're coming home from Kent in the dark, and I'm like, oh, it's toad season, and there's just like, and you do now.
You try your best, but
yeah. I don't think I haven't hit one this year. I can't remember if I ever had. Like I said, I always forget about this until it happens. It just becomes like everyone all of a sudden is like, oh shit. And we were riding with some people who don't ride that much, like Greg Milo and AJ from Akron Coffee, his wife Chrissy. So I don't think they probably know about Toad on the Trail season. What, it lasts like a week or two or something?
It's a couple weeks. Especially right through there, coming back from I'm assuming you're in the Freedom Trail.
Freedom Trail is always bad.
Yeah.
Towpath gets them in certain spots too, but Freedom Trail, that's always the one. So I feel like I have to talk loud because I'm using the shotgun mic instead of the mic that's right up against my face, but I don't. I'm doing like the Aaron move. She always like leans in. I'm like, no, I have it set to be back there. Don't need a yell. Who else is in here? Clunky. What's up? Dr. Bob. Blowing the cartridge. Yeah. We did have one of those TVs growing up where the screen would start like going up and down. You just like give it a good like fist to the top of the TV and it would be like everything. Yeah, that's how I learned to hit things to fix them. Still trying to unlearn that. What's up, Oddity? What's up, Dylan? Yeah, let's get this stream spicy as possible. Let's talk e-bikes. Let's talk bike lanes. I will say, like, I got Edmund on there, so if you're wondering why I keep adjusting, got the little man. But yeah, like that video. I don't know if you guys know, but the one that I made about kind of like the bike lane thing, which was generally positive, like about the bike infrastructure in Akron, and some people saw it as positive. Stay right here, bud. You're not running out that door. Brad's coming in. Like, again, mostly positive comments, but it's so funny. Everyone just takes what they already have in their mind, don't pay attention to the video, and then type whatever's in there. So again, 90% positive, but then some just like, oh yeah, Akron is a shithole for bike lanes. I'm like, that wasn't the point of this video. Is I'm commuting in bike lanes almost everywhere I need to go. I was just pointing out some of the weaknesses and a bad experience with 2 people. So like also that one councilman that I was saying was a dick, he lost. The vote passed 9-2. So like, but the fact that I don't know, it's just weird to me when some people see that and they can't get past that one little fact or whatever they in their mind see. But then it got some just I don't know. I'm sure there's some Reddit for like anti-bike stuff that posted it, and then it gets those dumb comments. And welcome to the stage. Is that what you're waiting for?
I was waiting for you to finish with your little
Oh, my little.
Can
What's
this
up,
go
Katie
there?
D? I'm still saying some what's ups too. Derpler, Raymond. Yeah, you can put that wherever you want. Nat Town. Oh, Ames is here.
Oh, nice. She was gonna go shopping,
Ah,
but then so that's why I was like, I'll go to Tim's then, and then she's like, I don't feel like it. Like, ah, man.
she could have come.
Oh yeah, if you wanna hang out, Ames.
Yeah. What's up, S Grape? RSM from Tampa. Blaine, what's going on?
What's up?
Oh, Matthew, you're down in Cincinnati as well? Nice. Oh, yeah, the bugs.
Oh, nice.
The bugs recently, too. Like, I forget this time of year you have to go back to bringing the clear glasses to ride the trails.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way. Yeah.
Ever since COVID, too, the bandanas and stuff,
Yeah.
I've always realized
Same,
that for the
same.
bugs. There's times when I'm riding down the trail with my glasses and the mask, and Republicans are looking at me like...
Because you got the mask on.
Oh, snakes. Have we seen many? I was talking about the toad thing going down the Freedom Trail after dark. It's toad season where you all of a sudden,
Yeah.
oh shit, those are all toads, and
Yeah.
you're like trying not to scrunch them up.
Not too many snakes. I've seen one this year, and of course it was on the ride with Aaron.
Oh yeah, Aaron hates snakes.
Who does not like snakes? Yeah.
What's up, Colby? Out in Kansas.
Man, I brought 2 different pairs of glasses to see.
Better
Which
to see me with.
Yeah, because it's like everything's at just that in between range where I have
Oh.
trouble. Oh, later, bubs.
Aw. He'll come back. He
He'll
needs to
come
go smell your bike. He needs to go check out your bike and see if the door's still open.
Oh, I shut.
I didn't let him go because he will dart.
Really?
Yeah,
He
that's
dart-
why I made
he's
a
darter?
system where I could close off half the basement as I'm taking my bike out now.
Oh,
So
I was wondering about
Yeah,
that.
the first 2
yeah.
days he yanked it completely down. And I'm like, oh, I need to make this more
He's like.
Edmund proof. Oh, Napta said watch the streams on his TV. What I do when I watch live streams on my TV, like Terry Berenson's or something, I usually have the streams on the TV, but I have the chat window popped out on my computer. So while I'm working, if I want to jump into the chat, I can. But
Yeah.
like having.
I'll watch on the TV, but I'll participate on my phone.
Yeah, that too. I do that sometimes.
Frogman, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Wait, where the one I just pulled up?
Dr. Bob Johnson, one of the names for the May full moon is Frog Moon, so now's the time to watch out for frogs.
Are they correlated or is that a coincidence? But I always say like there's every moon has a name now. It's like we had full moons and crescent moons when we were growing up.
That's not true.
There wasn't all this bullshit.
No bullshit. You just never read the Farmer's Almanac, which I'm surprised about.
Well, they didn't make a big deal about it every time. Now
No,
it's
not-
a super red blood moon. It's a super red blood moon tonight. I look at it, I'm like, it's cool, but that's a full moon. I've seen one of those, and I think it happens every other week now.
No.
They're like, this is the super. They have to put super in front of everything now.
Oh my God! Get off my lawn. That's the only energy you're giving off right now.
Dude,
Back in my day,
there weren't this many
you
moons.
literally said that.
There weren't this many moons.
We've always had the same amount of moons.
Yeah, one.
Yes, and there's significance to a lot of them, and our early ancestors enjoyed that fact.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting.
I think they could enjoy it without having to make everything super.
That is only a certain designation, and you should look it up before you start sounding.
Oh, I
like
hear
you're
it.
talking about.
It's like you flip on CNN. I don't have TV,
It's-
and it's like super blood moon tonight.
You see what I'm dealing with here. You guys tune in every week for this.
This also reminds me, I was walking on the beach in the British Virgin Islands. I was photographing my friend's wedding, and we had all been drinking. We were walking on the beach, him and like the small wedding party that went down there. And I was like, man, you could really see a lot of stars tonight because, there's no moon out. And everyone's like, yeah, and we're all looking at the stars. And then his one friend, the best man, turns and he goes, except for that moon. And we turned around, the moon was like full and bright right behind us. That was Kyle's wedding.
One of my favorite things to do when we're a few drinks in on one of our rides is I'll point up to like a street light through the trees. I'm like, oh, look at the moon tonight. Always gets a laugh. Not usually. Oh, Sam. Bike on the sidewalk.
Digging your videos, you inspired me to get out on the trails this past weekend. Nice. That's what I like to hear. What is a frog lane?
You tell us.
You're
You
the
told
one.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
you
on.
brought up the moon. Make me work.
Our next guest needs no introduction, except for those who don't know him. Anyways,
Oh,
Funny Brad.
yeah.
Do you want to give your own accolades, or just
Absolutely not.
should I read the description like at all the charity events I photographed?
Yeah.
I always said. Then they get up there and they have to make. Well, I mean, I didn't write that.
Oh, look at this guy. Sorry, pointing at the cat running around.
Wow, is he trying to go bonks? Kiotonda, probably right. Kiotonda. How's it going? Let's see. Oh, talking about the bike infrastructure video. Yeah, it's so interesting because so many people are just like, oh, awesome, Akron's doing great, and then someone else is like, I would never ride in that post-industrial shithole. Like,
That's one of my favorite things when people see when we go outside to ride. Like, they're like, "What post-apocalyptic hellhole are you riding?
yeah, during the pandemic.
Which Fallout game is this?"
During the pandemic, when me and Ben were going out on Mondays and no one else was around,
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
like, does anyone live in this city? It's like, not well. One, where we ride, it doesn't look like they do, but two,
Yeah.
Also no.
Correct. That is kind of one of the things I've grown to like and appreciate about Akron is like, even though we have the illusion of a city, at night it's ours. Like,
Yeah.
we could ride down the middle of the road. Well, except for the drunk people
Yeah.
and the cops.
The cops, they rarely bother us. And even that video where people are so like, cop was trying to help you. I'm like, I know he was, but he was still freaking wrong. Like, I know he was trying to help. Like, that's what people aren't getting. And I never said like, and I've never said anywhere like, I'm not like, hey cab, blah blah blah. That's not even my MO. Like, I'm like, this cop was wrong. It's ridiculous. He told us to get out of the bike lane and go ride on the sidewalk. We were in a literal bike lane.
That's painful. He's just looking out for you. He sees these people drive. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
if only someone could do something about
Yeah,
it.
I know that's what was ridiculous to me. It's like that's literally your fucking job. Like that.
Oh, we're not safe here? I wonder why.
Yeah, we're not. You're not safe here. You should really look
This
out.
angle.
Well, aren't you a police officer? Like I know it's just whatever. Where do I get my music? A lot of it for the videos is from YouTube creator music because it's what do you call that when you don't have to pay?
Free.
Free.
Yeah. Gratis.
Yeah, gratis. Gratis.
I don't know.
No, but I
Is
mean,
that
there's a
Latin?
word you
Oh.
put in front of royalty.
Royalty.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm looking into trying to. I wouldn't mind paying for a service. Other people do trade me music, like our friends in Colorado. Common Birds. I have a song he sent me, but I didn't want to use it yet because I don't want it in a video where I'm talking a lot. I want the song to be able to
Yeah.
stand out,
Yeah.
especially when someone sends me one to use. So I'll wait till I just do a music video for that one. But yeah. Anyways, it's a mix too. There's Free Music Archive that has good stuff. Once in a while, it is something that has like someone has royalties on, and I'm like, oh well, they'll get paid for it. And then there's a couple other guys that I'm friends with who just make music that they make available on Bandcamp, and it's like the donation thing.
Yeah.
So I'll just like throw $5 each time or whatever.
Oh,
But-
shit. I had stuff on Bandcamp I can send you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's one dude who does a film photography podcast, and he rides bikes too. He's in Louisville, Kentucky, and he puts up tons of music, mostly atmospheric, some acoustic,
Perfect.
but it works for a lot of the riding videos. And he's always like, you don't have to pay me every time, and I'm like, if the video's gonna make $20, I don't mind giving you $5.
Yeah.
But anyways, does Edmund have? What is this? Some Warby Parker sponsorship?
None of these are by Warby Parker. These are some super cheapo readers, and these ones are not. But they're progressives, and the range on them is a little weird, and it drives me nuts sometimes. Especially when I'm working on the computer, it's like in that in between range where I'm at. I either need to get older or healthier. I don't know.
Yeah, you're doing a real good job of the health part.
Oh God, it's been rough.
Does Edmund have a favorite bike? No, but he's not.
Does he sniff a particular bike more than others?
He's not afraid of any of them though, because when I come in, I'm like, okay,
That's true.
I would like to bring my bike in now. Could you move out of my way? He's standing there looking at. So, Kate D said the coolest people wear glasses. 2 out of 3 people here would agree.
I was like, it's this guy. Not.
Oh,
That's funny.
Bye, Donovan. I saw you, Aaron, Brad, and Ben ride past while I was mowing my lawn in Kent on Sunday. Oh yeah, Kent's when we did the 44-mile Wanderer ride. We're in
It
plans.
was 50 miles for me.
Oh.
I knew that. That's not me bragging. If we go on our group, when we do our tours or rides, we'll all post our routes, and because of the variances in GPS, if Tim's higher on anything, it's because of pure effort, and everyone else was slacking, and he will crow about it every time.
Yeah.
So I have to make a point to.
But Aaron's always like, "What's your elevation at?" Then
Yeah.
hers will be 5 feet higher, and she'll be like, "Suck it, suckers!"
This is the culture you created.
Yeah, I like it.
Of course he likes
little
it.
competition in a totally non-competitive.
Yeah, more totally confrontational and non-competitive.
yeah. That's okay. Yeah, now we're talking. Many are Native American based.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's cool.
Those are all English. Every single one of those, he just said, are English.
Yeah, sorry we used those words that we understand.
Yeah.
Good grief. What is this doing here? I keep elbowing it. Is this just ambient lighting? Oh, for your murder cast?
No, it's for Dave. When I use this, I do a very moody stream usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Like, I figured with the guest, I wanted lights. This has a grid on it. It would only hit my face, then you'd be in the dark. Think of Meet the Beatles. You don't know what the cover of Meet the Beatles looks like, do you? So now we gotta do a music lesson, too.
What? Can we just go back to the chat?
You can keep talking to him.
Okay.
We're still on Moons. We're way behind, yeah.
Yeah, well, we. I lived in Kent for quite a few years. We're pretty familiar with that area, and it's just comfortable to ride around there. Oh, if we were riding around the neighborhoods, that means it was off of.
Yeah, what neighborhood is it? Oh, we were doing Wanderer. We were
doing the Wanderer.
Oh, so we know where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's over by the high school, kinda.
This is what
I think EJ's family has a tree farm down the road.
EJ does?
Yeah. I thought he lived on that road.
Clunky said, "I'm already building a bicycle that I'm going to force Tim to ride if he comes to Montreal next year. I think I'm going to call it Supermoon."
Yes. That's a great song by...
Oh, yeah. Saying your accolades. That's what I should have said. We have the
God damn it, Dylan.
first place rider for Hodag. Talk about winning a non-competitive event.
Is he going to Michigan?
Yeah.
Ah, damn it. Uh-oh, Pittsburgh.
So this is the look I was talking about that I kind of get on my streams.
Oh,
now.
you moody.
It makes it, when it's in the winter, especially when it's dark outside,
Yeah.
to not be so like bright in here,
Right. Oh yeah, Indianapolis would know for sure.
When I did a job in Indianapolis a year ago, 2 years with Joey, and I was surprised how the city is laid out. They like laid that out like such a capital city with the way it's designed and the monuments and everything are.
I haven't been there in a while.
I was super impressed. I only ripped around on the city bike, but I did take it on some industrial gravel I found, and I'm just and they make so much noise with those baskets and all that shit. But yeah, Joey was skating around. We had a couple breweries because our shoot the first day got canceled. They had scheduled wrong, so we're like, we got a day, and we're like, well, let's go ride around the city. So
man, that Hodag ride was one of the hardest.
Hodag station
was one of the hardest times I've ever OTB'd. And there was nobody around. I was by myself.
Everyone
I just laid there. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, even Sam. Me and Sam and all the Joy Machines guys were all out by the lake drinking beers, and you're just head down,
Sweating away.
winning the non-race.
Exactly like that one Charlie Brown movie where he's running in the track meet, and he's gonna win, but he like runs straight out the stadium by accident.
Yeah, everyone what's his name?
And that's why I start cutting my hair.
Yeah. What's his name? We call him, oh my God, Joy Machines guy, Chubby Tay Tay. Why am I drawing a blank on his name?
Chubby Tay Tay? Who do we call Chubby Tay Tay?
Maybe me and just Aaron call him Chubby Tay Tay.
That sounds
He's the most personality and boisterous of all of them.
That also doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah. Jean jacket with all the patches.
Scotty?
Yeah.
Oh,
Scotty.
Scotty Too Hottie.
Yeah. I think it was like everyone's kind of ready to get back on their bikes, and he comes back out with his hands full of more. Like it was like either High Life or no, they were. Oh my God.
I thought it was High Life or
something like that. Yeah, I got the photos, but we're all just like, well, guess we're having another one.
Yeah, or was it Coors?
Ryan said we need bike checks added to the group ride videos. Yeah, we do talk about that, and I've done it a little bit. The problem is bike check, like someone describes their bike.
Is my PSI okay or
no? Like it's where you describe the bike and the parts. One of the problems with that, even when I do it, not everyone watches every video, so people still ask for a bike check. So even if I have Ben do a rundown on his Monsoon, the next video people are going to be like, "What's Ben riding?"
I mean, how many times have you forgotten what handlebars I run?
Yeah, I just don't know right now. The bad part about a city that's up and coming is the industrial gravel is being used by industrial vehicles. Yeah, we don't have that problem. They're tearing down all our favorite factories along the place.
Our favorite empty rundown factories.
Should repost. Colby, I've talked about this with Jay Dandy about like cutting some stuff back together because some of those videos have like 125 views, and it's like, and I put a lot of time into them to like take that footage and recut it and make some new videos out of some of this stuff from back in the day.
What's that called when sitcoms do like a montage, like flashbacks like that? It's like a clip show or
clip show.
Is it a clip show? You should do.
I should do a clip show. Yeah.
But
I make a sub because they make a plot.
You have to do like the blur and the magical sounds. So
like the Wayne's World.
Yeah, but I didn't want to be that on the nose.
I should actually just cut in footage of them. That would be the. Look at this guy.
I know he's just passed out.
It is. That's what's funny. One guy wrote. He had already made a comment. Then he's like, "Well, Akron looks like a post-industrial apocalypse hellscape to ride," and I was like, "Yeah, it fucking rules."
It's like it's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, like I mean.
But that's also why we love like going out to like Connecticut and New York to ride because we're just like, this is a wonderland.
Yeah.
What a magical place.
We're so far behind. I'm not sure what that reference is to.
Wait, fix. Oh, dang.
Become one with the hellhole. Yeah, thanks, Rob. Oh, Derpler said I used a Tough Shit song the other day. Yeah, we became pretty good friends with them. They came out here a lot. They actually stayed at my I stayed at my apartment back in the day. That was the first time they played in Akron, I believe. So, yeah, Tough Shits was kind of our bike crew. That it was the first 10 years ago when we all started riding together. That's when they were playing around here, and so we always listened to their music on the rides. And I hadn't put one
Such
in
a good name, too.
Tough Shits. One of my earliest videos uses Pretty Wild, the same one I put in that reel, and I think that's why I was looking that up to see it, because the changes in the towpath, and it's us bombing out of downtown, and I used that song, and I was like, oh, I need to use this song again. I think it was the 10-year thing. I'm like, oh, yeah, perfect 10-year thing. So.
Oh, message retracted. But I already read it.
Oh, Bicycletta, you're coming through on the OTET last week of June. Send me a DM. We might already be heading out. No, I think
there's something going on. Hold on. That's why I was pulling out my phone so I can...
I think we'll be heading out the beginning of July on our trip. We're going to do the Alt Ohio to Erie. So we're going to do... It's going to be none of the OTET, but it's still going to be across the state. And it'll cross the OTET in Xenia. So...
Like the last weekend in June?
Who else is it? Ames?
That would make... I bet you it is.
Who else would know just along?
Right.
Hey, what's up?
Just here for the cat.
They're telling you this is a 70s porn stash?
Oh, sick.
Who's they?
Oh, we caught up on the chat. They must have just been actually listening to the words we were saying.
Oh.
Weird.
How goes it? Working on it.
Steve, yeah. So Yonda is actually retiring from Dirty Rivers. He's going to be stay-at-home dad, but he's still going to build wheels. So they still
For
will.
Dirty River, yeah.
Yeah, they still will be building wheels through Dirty River with the same guy. But he's not going to be... He's only going to be in the shop one day a week now, and he's going to build wheels from home?
I'm not 100%.
Yeah. Basically, daycare is so expensive that... Oh, good, there is a stool. Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Go over a little, Brad.
No. Do you want to sit over here so you're taller?
Do you want me to get
No,
a...
this is more fun.
You look
I look
like a
big.
little kid.
Yeah. I can grab a...
You look like a little kid.
I can grab a...
Come here, baby.
I can grab a booster seat. Yeah, you've already got a history with this kind of...
Say what?
I don't know. There's something about like the school and...
You're turning a joke into
You're making it
something
so much
super
worse.
creepy.
No, wow, that's weird. We've never turned a joke into something super creepy.
Weird. Shocking.
You make it so effortless.
Yeah.
Oh,
Naptown said, I've been to Akron twice for roller derby stuff, never ridden bikes there. Oh, yeah. So roller derby is probably above the brewery we go to all the time, Missing Falls.
Yeah.
Channel sponsor, right? No, wait, that's Ames' face right here.
so close.
What? You do look tiny. It's gotta be the
probably you.
camera angle. Do you want to switch and see if you
Sure.
get bigger?
I grow
That is how it works.
exponentially.
It does work like that.
Yeah. I want to see. I want to see what it looks like.
Oh, okay, God. Thank God it was a light. What do you think? I look normal.
Nice one.
Yeah,
Bike
that-
life.
Oh, yeah, Bicyclette, if you roll through on the
Look how much taller your torso is, because now
24th, 26th, 27th, I'll be around if I'm not working those days, so hit me up. I'd join you down on the towpath for a little while.
There you go.
Depending on the time of day, if you're trying to grab some food, definitely be down.
That'd be fun.
Speaking of Edmund and favorite bikes, have you taken him on any more rides? I haven't yet. I haven't figured out the,
I know. He's.
yeah. Now that the weather's good again, I wouldn't mind taking him out. I want to see if he still poops in the trailer.
Does he do that every time?
He's done it every time, but then the last few times I took him out, he didn't. So I thought we were over it, but it'd be a whole new season.
Is it anxious poop, or just like he's like, well, this is the time to go?
I think it's anxious poop because when I took him to the vet, he was totally like walking around fine, and then he pooped on the floor. So I think he poops when he's nervous.
Nervous.
Don't we
pooper.
all?
Yeah. I said that to my friend Eric. I was like, he poops in the trailer. Do you think like it's motion sickness or something. He's like, when I get it, I don't poop. And I was like, fair enough.
Explains that.
Yeah.
His
Yeah, I
paw
clam right
though.
up.
It crawls all the way back in.
I just thought it was a gross way to put it.
Yeah, that was real gross.
Is
What
it
do
gonna be weird if I stand?
Hmm.
Been sitting too much today.
Not me. I was on my feet all day. I finally was a real. I was a real like Akron photographer. I was photographing tires all
Who's
day.
a real actor?
Tires. I did
Yeah, that's
tires all
fair.
day. They were like big ass excavator tires and stuff. I mean, like
For like equipment?
yeah. So this company, Yokohama, they bought. It's not. I assumed it was going to be a Goodyear division because Goodyear sells off so much. Like if I do work for Continental, it's like Goodyear's old hoods division or whatever. Especially here in Akron, it was right by the air dock, and it wasn't. They actually bought some other company
Dang.
that was at Akron.
I think the tires on my car are Yokohama's.
Yokohama's, yeah.
Yeah.
They what was the company? Trying to remember what the branding on these tires was because it was specific branding. It wasn't Yokohama's branding. They bought the company and they were maintaining the brand, but the people I was working for were Yokohama. So,
Nice.
anyways,
Fascinating.
yeah. Have you guys seen the blimp with the throwback paint job yet?
No.
No.
Oh, it's
That'd be
sweet.
cool.
I
Yeah.
just saw the blimp like a week ago too. So
Did you notice? They didn't repaint the fins, but the main body is all gray with just the old Goodyear logo on black.
ooh, nice.
It looks
I passed
sweet.
it a couple weeks ago on the rat ride out to Ames Valley.
I wasn't there.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I was like, maybe that was.
Well, we
the
didn't go to Maze
throwback.
Valley either, so.
Yeah. Hmm.
But we were on our way to Maze. We went to Crafted.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Look, the look on his face was like he was ready to say I was
We were
wrong.
talking about Maze Valley today. That's why I had
Oh,
it in my
yeah.
brain.
Put a litter box in the trailer. Like, I just took Edmund in a litter box.
Yeah,
Problem,
just make the
that's-
whole
that's-
bottom of it.
So he just scooping litter everywhere. So now instead of
Oh god.
You should just start picking up a bunch of cats then too. Be like, "It's fine, we got a litter box."
Yeah.
just get in.
Yeah, cats.
That's
I didn't meet up with anyone except like a high school buddy when I was in Columbus. I was working, so I had an evening shoot, and then I just went and got a couple drinks with my high school friend and crashed at his place, so I didn't have to drive home after dark because these old eyes.
So nice. I feel
I'm
that,
blind
though.
as it's actually I'm not blind. I have no problem seeing. I'm like mentally confused on the freeway at night now. I get very disoriented and I hate it. Like
Dang.
I don't
But
know
at least
what it
you
is.
don't do it though.
Yeah,
you
I've
know?
just like if I'm coming home from like tomorrow, I'll have to come home from Cleveland. I'm not going to worry about that. I've driven 77 a million
Right.
times, but I will absolutely avoid like driving places. Like when I went to Boston last time, I was like, I stayed and I timed all my rides so I wouldn't be driving after dark. Even going to Pittsburgh, I'm like I'm going to be out by this time in
Yeah.
the winter because I don't know what happened, but I don't know. Like I said, it's not super visual, but it's super like I start to feel the sense of speed and like I start
Yeah.
to look at the lane markers and when it opens up wide I'm like where am I supposed to it just gets I don't know what it is. I don't know. Oh, Bike Breath's in here. What's up, Bike Breath?
Oop.
I was like really impressed. I looked at some analytics on my channel and I clicked on the
I was really impressed. I looked at some.
oh yeah, and
I exported it
and
into
I'm
an
fucking
Excel
killing
sheet,
it.
and
Yeah.
I made a
I'm gonna
pivot
frame it.
table to.
No, it shows you what your people who watch your channel watch, and it's like it was like Bike Breath, Pathless Pedaled, Probably Riding, and I'm like, okay, all the stuff that I watch. So my
Nice,
audience
nice.
is the same.
That actually,
Yeah.
that actually is cool. This is Ames.
Oh, they think like you're Aaron.
Wait, I don't get it.
I think they meant ERIN.
Oh, Aaron's on a helmet.
Maybe.
No, this is not Aaron.
Ames.
Ames. This is the Ohio Gravel World Champion. Is that how they say it?
Oh yeah, an actual
Yeah.
state champion.
Oh, an actual state champion.
For
Shit.
2023, and then
2023.
second place for 24.
We were
2025 in progress.
It is undetermined, soon to be determined.
have you only done how many in the series have you done this
Black
year?
Fork's the only one that's.
Yeah, I
occurred,
thought it was
yeah.
only one. And you won your age group.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
did you win women?
No.
No.
Seema Hart did. Shout out
Oh,
Seema.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, they park at the end of your street. Yeah. Are they Goodyear blimps? Yeah, because there's 3 Goodyear blimps now, or 4, 3 or 4.
Indy 500.
I've only ever seen 3.
Yeah,
But
think
I
there's
feel like
3.
I've heard there's 4.
There was 4. No, there was 4 when they. There was only 4 when there's way back, going way back. But in our life, there's always been a rotation of 3. But when they had the Spirit of Akron, there were 4 before they retired the Enterprise, which was one that was still all silver. But
Somebody can fact check me, but I think I looked it up one time, and there's only like 7 or 11 Zeppelins left. And Goodyear has 3 of the
yeah,
the less than 10 that exist
No one's
apparently.
gonna fact check you here.
Oh, someone will.
well, the funny thing is in Akron, now because Goodyear sold Goodyear Aerospace, so they actually don't have the rights to the actual Goodyear blimps anymore. I mean,
Jeez.
not the Goodyear branding, of course they
Right,
do,
right.
but the blimp technology. So the blimps they have now are Zeppelins because they have a structure inside.
Ah.
And so, it's a nerdy Akron thing when everyone's like, there's the Goodyear blimp. And it's like, well, technically, it's not a blimp. Now it's a Zeppelin again.
I didn't even know that. I was
Oh,
just
no.
calling it a Zeppelin because I was like, is that
Yeah.
a local thing or pop and soda? So I was like,
No,
maybe more people
it's
know
a
what we're
technical
talking
thing.
about if I say Zeppelin.
A Zeppelin has an internal structure. A
Let's
blimp
go
doesn't.
with
A blimp-
dirigible.
Yeah. Dirigible is. A Zeppelin's, a dirigible. So the new ones are dirigibles again because they have a structure.
Never heard that
The
word
ones that we
before.
grew up with were just big bags. Yeah.
Cute.
What up? What up? What up?
William LeBron. Jay Dandy said, aren't we going to argue about bike lanes? No, I just give a spicy
We
title
moved
so
on
people
to frog
show.
lanes.
Yeah, frog lanes. We were in the frog lanes.
Honestly, spicy and talking about bike lanes is
Yeah.
what it got me here.
Yeah, Magic City's taking over the former Arche. It's going to be called the Rabbit Hole.
Good for them.
Yeah. Luckily, I know the dying art of driving stick. Chauffeur Tim home in his own car from PA. I had to. We stopped to get gas, and I was like,
We all drive stick.
I can't do it. I said,
Oh,
we,
did you guys already have the stick conversation? Did I miss it?
No.
No,
Oh.
this,
But
it's happening right now.
Oh, cool.
Just saying
We've
that
interrupted it.
just saying that I can't drive at night. I looked at the two of Ben and Dylan. I was like, I'm screwed. I was like, I'm so out of my element. I feel so awful. And Dylan, I felt bad because he already had to drive a shift, and I was like, yeah, he had to drive me home.
I thought this would have been maybe because we were just talking about that when you and Brad were going to wherever.
Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland. He drove us
Yeah.
up to see Peter
Yeah, 'cause
DJ. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to consider that when it's your car and you have stick.
Yeah, when I bought my first stick, I didn't know. I forgot I was buying a stick, and I showed up at my friend's house. I rode my bike over, and I was like, "Oh, this is a stick." And she's like, "Do you know how to drive stick?" I'm like, "I know how to drive tractors."
Close enough. Close enough.
We went around the block a couple times, and I drove it home. But, yeah.
William LeBron. Just so you know, I think we're gonna make the Ann Arbor Bike Festival.
Oh yeah,
Or
William.
bike show. Sorry.
Yeah, William, come out to the bike. He said he was going to because last year he only skipped it because of the bad weather.
Yeah.
Do you wanna lay with
You just
Ames?
can't get comfortable, can you? You
Do
just
you want to lay with Ames?
You need my lap. Yeah.
It's next weekend, right?
Next weekend.
Yeah.
That's not how you say that, but yeah.
Oh.
I didn't notice you say it better.
Now I'm trying to think of how you spell it. Okay.
Oh, baby.
What's up, Robert?
I can't believe you. Well,
Bike Breath said same analytics on my channel. Just swap the two of us out.
that's good.
If I don't look at that that metric very often. I only look at I don't know, the simple stuff. But when I do click over to it, once in a while Dustin Klein pops in there, and I'm like, cool. I watch a lot of Dustin Klein too.
Oh yeah,
so.
I do watch his stuff.
There's a few times where there's a couple random ones, and I'm like, I need to check out this channel, and then I go do something else, and I should have just wrote that down. But is that Tom Selleck in the
I
background?
think it's just a sticker here.
No, he's talking about
I know.
multiple state champs. We were talking about how Brad won Hodag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Winner.
Yeah.
He blew them away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3.5 hours early.
Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah.
Feat of a
I fell
lifetime.
asleep because, well, everything hurt.
And and Dylan is the Nutmeg 2-time defending champion. So
There we go.
Really? I shouldn't be surprised.
He showed up at Weigel's before, like anyone's even. It's like him, Weigel, and Ron.
I would like to see Weigel's face when Dylan pulls up.
He said Weigel
Oh.
Weigel had no frame of reference for what Dylan's bike was. It just like, okay. But if you guys don't know, J.P. Weigel, a New England frame builder, beautiful rando bikes and stuff like that. So, yeah, did not understand Dylan's bikes, I believe.
Oh my gosh. How'd that feel, Dylan?
Yeah.
You're like, ugh.
I've never been to Minneapolis. We looked at it when we went to Hodag, but it was still a few hours on, right? And
Oh, I've been to Minneapolis with.
have you biked it? Oh yeah, you did.
I went
You
with you. Yeah, man,
Oh, yeah.
I had such a good time. It was awesome biking around there. Hit so many breweries, and there's this one trail that took us way out of town. I got stuck on the way home because I had to go through this area that had all these giant signs that said "Danger Coyote, Active Coyote Area." Don't drive. Don't do this at night by yourself. And it was at night by myself. But yeah, it was a great time to bike around it.
I've never even been to.
I want to go, but
Minneapolis.
it's so not close.
No,
It's
it
so
was a
far.
haul.
Like you wouldn't think it, but it's farther than the East Coast for us.
We split up the drive on the way out there. I mean, it's like a 12-hour
He likes
drive.
to bury his face.
Good, do it.
And then the next day, we did it all in one go.
I just
Yeah.
didn't
and
want you
that
to
was
fall.
horrible,
You were really
horrible,
gonna fall
horrible.
down.
Yeah, when you look at a
Never
map
did.
of the states, you would think Ohio is closer to the other Great Lakes states, but it's not. It's a big region, and going up to Hodag is a hike. That's why we didn't go last year. We're like, maybe that's an every other year thing. Like, and I love that event. And the North Woods, and going through the Upper Peninsula, I
man,
loved
yeah.
it. I loved how uncorporate it was, like hand painted signs. Yeah,
What are the hand pies around there? What do they call them? Pasties?
pasties. Yeah, not pasties. We found that out.
Yeah.
Yes, I've never been.
Pasties, and then what's the wild rice? Pasties, wild rice, and there's one other, the fish, the smoked fish.
Oh.
Wow, I'm not.
Oh, so good. Yeah, it's actually a place that's kind of so remote that it has true regionalisms, not our Rubens or whatever, or what is our?
Are Rubens a,
I don't know.
our
What's
thing?
the what's the thing? What's the sauerkraut ball? Sauerkraut balls. Are supposed to be like
Good job, good job, good
Yeah,
job.
not that goddamn chili.
yeah, not that. Oh yeah, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That's Cincinnati
Yeah.
bullshit. Sorry, Cincinnati guys, but your runny ass chili.
It's weird. They can have it. Take
Yeah.
it back.
That's not a
please.
Northeast Ohio thing. That's a Southern.
When you say they can have it, you mean Kentucky, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know. Anybody, whoever wants it, take it.
Oh, good. Oh, but the Indy Firestone's the title sponsor now, huh? So, oh, they actually branded Firestone. I guess Firestone's still known with racing tires because almost every Firestone doesn't exist on its own anymore. It's Bridgestone. Yeah,
Sure.
So, yeah, I was reading
completely
that.
owned by Bridgestone.
I was
But, yeah.
reading
I'll
the
believe
next
any of
comment.
that.
My ex-fiance's mom is probably the fifth one.
So corny. I love it.
The lead up was great.
The spirit of Karen.
Oh man, Bike Breath's right. I would totally watch a full video on.
I would watch a
Blimp
full.
Blimp.
I'm sure I've watched plenty of. I've been in a blimp.
Really?
Here we go.
I am actually jealous about
Here
that.
we
My dad was
Blimp facts.
when he was still with National City, which is now PNC, got bought by PNC. They were Goodyear's bank, and so he got taken up in the blimp once, and he got offered to go up a second time, and instead of doing it, he let me and my brother go up. Yeah.
Man,
It was
that's
the Enterprise, so it was one that they were retiring when the Spirit of Akron and the new generation came on. It still had like a big wooden wheel, like a ship, is how they
Wow.
controlled the rudders. It was
That's
it was
awesome.
really cool.
that's crazy. How many people were in
I
it?
don't know why that.
It only held like 6.
That rules.
Yeah, those old ones, the cabs were really, really small. So it's like the driver, and then I think it just, 6 seats back there.
Wow.
Yeah, really small, really loud. But then he turned off the engines at one point,
So you
which
just
is
like
super cool
glide.
because you're used to airplanes and you feel like, oh, I'm going to crash. And then it's like, no, you just float.
Yeah, we're a blimp.
Yeah. And the other cool thing is, looking out the window, all the kids in the neighborhoods are just running out waving.
Yeah,
Right.
Everyone's just like
Freaking
waving at the
fuck out.
blimp.
I would too.
Yeah, because that's what you do when you see the blimp. Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, did you see the blimp the other day?
It's one of Akron's things. I mean,
Yeah.
they're all made here, and
They're fun.
yeah. They're not made in Akron though. They're made out at Wingfoot in Springfield, but real close. We ride our bikes there. Hey, what's up, Nongski? How's it going? He's out in the Philippines. He makes
Wow.
YouTube videos as well. If you guys click on his name, you can subscribe to his channel.
Zeppelin.
Oh, the
Phineas.
probably Phineas Fogg, huh? Blimp Fitzwater.
I like that one. That one's great.
I hated when they had a big contest to like name it, and then they just like chose like it was like Endeavor and like Spirit of Goodyear, and it's like, and everyone
Horrible.
tried to get like Blimping McBlimpface.
Yeah.
like, going.
Yeah, what else are you going to call it?
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
strange. As if it's not distinct enough. Like, let's
Yeah.
name it. Okay.
It was cool when they had the Spirit of Akron. That one actually crashed right over by the Rubber Bowl.
Sick.
That was the fastest one they ever made. It had like a only three.
Good.
Yeah.
Did everybody see it? Is there a video we can watch?
Yeah, that was the only one of those they ever made. It was a one-off, but that's right before they sold Goodyear Aerospace. So, I have ridden a bike. My e-bike has a Gates belt drive. I only rode it a handful of times, and then I gave it to my dad. He loves it. It's cool because you don't have to have like oily hands or anything. One of the things with like Gates belts and internal hubs and all that stuff, or pinions or any of that stuff, everyone's like they last forever, and that's great. But I always think like bike tour, when something does go wrong, who can work on it?
Nobody.
And like the thing is, the probability of something going wrong
It's
is way lower.
Yeah.
But if it does,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a typical bike shop has everything it needs for a chain and normal gearing and stuff
Right.
like that. But I don't know how, you know, I don't know. It's very nice, and it's a single speed, which is fine on an e-bike. But I don't think I'm ready to give up typical drivetrains yet.
Is that the
What-
one that's like a rubber one? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
I had a Trek that was one of those.
And I mean, they only need a
Whatever.
tiny bit of maintenance. Like, yeah, not greasy. It's very cool. But wait, Aaron's in here. Shouldn't you have been asleep for like 2 hours?
Aaron, you
Yeah,
can
that's
come
right.
on over.
Yeah, come on by.
Yeah, come on by.
Oh my gosh.
It
What
was-
time is it?
no,
There's
she-
8:47. You got time. You got
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, 10 minutes to get here, 10 minutes on the stream, 10 minutes to get back to your cats.
We can confuse everybody too, because I think half the people in this chat think I'm you. So
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
I should have put one of my like Tour de France Femmes caps on you. Then
There
everyone
we go.
really would have
Yeah,
thought it
if
was
I'd
Aaron.
had her bandana.
Yeah. Talk about bike lanes. Since the pandemic, we had those, but unfortunately, motor vehicles still pass and oftentimes recklessly swerve in most of them, which I do vids about. Yeah, I've seen the titles. I need to watch more of them. Since I followed your channel, I just have not been watching much bike YouTube because I've been busy and the weather's changed.
Yeah,
So I'm like gardening, and then I've been busy, so I just have not. I'm not up on bike YouTube, but I need to check them out. I just don't have many problems in the bike lanes around here. Like everyone's like, the cop was right, you shouldn't be crossing the Y bridge. And so I looked at Strava and I'm like, well, in this direction I've done it 634 times, in the other direction I've done it 800 times. I think those are pretty good odds in surviving crossing the
Somebody
Y bridge.
thought you shouldn't. Be
A bunch of people. Oh, the cop pulled us over
A
and told
cop.
us,
What?
told
When-
us we should be on the sidewalk. Not we should be on the sidewalk. We should consider riding the sidewalk because cars drive too fast.
Wow.
A cop who has
Oh, I would love that.
a cop who is allowed to pull over people who
Yeah.
drive too fast
Yeah.
instead of just
Isn't
telling
that
them.
interesting? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the speed limit on the bridge is only 35.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's
So-
the difference between going southbound and going back? You did
One side-
You did one side southbound 800 times.
I do one way more than the other because
Then
when I'm
just how
riding
many times
to,
you taken Euler?
because when I'm riding to downtown,
right.
I usually
That's what I want to know. Is
yeah.
that- if
I
that-
think it's because like when I'm riding to a group ride, I take the fastest way, but when I'm riding home, I'm like, I'll cut through the valley.
Or like I think of a rat ride. That's how we all go to get over there. But
Can
then
you
Yeah.
look up Euler and just see how many times you've done just Euler?
Yeah, that's how Strava works.
I've never used it that way.
You haven't? Look at it. You're like,
there's like so much more than that you could do.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of things on there.
There's so
I
much.
just look at stuff.
That's the same thing as looking at stuff. you talking about?
This is stressing me out. Good, thank you. Let's bring it up.
We're going to.
Wait, let's put it on the screen.
Oh.
So if you go to a segment, let's go to a ride.
We didn't do Euler.
I know we didn't do. So you were really honed in on that, huh?
Or just go to the map and then grab the segment, and yours will be there. And you can then just go to your.
Wait, what are you saying?
Go to the map.
Go to the map.
Jade Andy, you get
Oh.
maps.
You know, then just find usually it's default to the segment, and then
Why
grab,
did it just
grab the
didn't
segment.
like that down that crazy? Wait, you said
This
go
is
to
how
just a
you
map of any
surf
ride?
the
No,
web.
the maps in
Oh, at the
Strava.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Maps.
Have to take
It had its
Dramamine
own-
for this. God.
What'd you say?
So this is how you surf the web?
What do you mean?
I'm going to have to
okay.
take Dramamine.
It's set as segments. Tap segments. Make sure. Okay, cool. I was making sure it's set it.
Oh, they're showing up.
There you
So
go.
now we just need to zoop in. To,
Yep.
Zoop into Euler.
Yeah, zoop over there.
Zoop.
There you go.
Yeah. You said.
No, that was the Burning River segment.
Oh, what the? Fuck?
It said that before you pressed on
It's
it.
still a segment. Or is that only for...
That's not the segment I want.
Yeah, there you go.
Full
That's-
Euler dog chase.
Yeah, that's what you want.
But you
There
don't
go.
do the full Euler. You just... That's...
Oh, well, to hear it. Well, it depends. Yeah.
I would, yeah, go back to the other one.
God damn it.
Oh, look who has the crown.
Oh, now I know what's going on here.
That's the
No,
point.
but you can just get your name on it, and then you can see how many times you've tried it this year.
Wait, we
or-
just want a few segments.
No, that's the whole race. Yeah.
Let's get in here. Yeah, we need just the dog chase, right? Euler
Yeah.
dog chase.
There you go. Or you could probably just do Euler, right?
Oh, that's.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I bet people are
Yeah, there you
fascinated
go.
by
I
this.
know, right?
That's what we need.
So I need to go to my efforts.
Yep,
I'm the local
there you go.
legend already, Brad.
27.
That's local legends. Yeah.
I
But
need
I
to-
bet if you go to
I need to see just me.
Oh, you
There
are.
you go.
You do have the QLM.
get a goal for this segment,
Where do I see just how many, like, my efforts?
Weren't you on
Go
the
down,
top
it's
10
right there.
for this?
Oh, damn it. What's that?
Weren't you in the top 10 for this?
Yeah, I took Otis's bike up there, and
there you go.
I just need to go to
Oh,
just
you-
me. I do this on my phone
The
too much.
usual
this thing.
suspects.
Well, it's actually showing you yours, too.
539
Wow.
times. So it's a steep brick climb
Let me
back
see
to
your
my
mouse.
house. Oh yeah, here.
That's pretty good.
You can put your crown up there. if that's
I want
what
to see how
you
many times I've done it.
need. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what we're
yeah.
doing on.
I want to see how many times I've done it. And how many times I'm number one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it didn't just go to the segment; it went to me. Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
You guys, you're pieces of shit.
Oh, look at that.
I shouldn't have said anything. My God. There we go.
Oh, whoops, I accidentally clicked on how many QMs I have.
Wait, how many QMs do you have?
This year?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
This year. Have you ever heard anything more cocky in your life? Oh, in May?
Today?
Yours did show right up. It said like,
Down here. Scroll down. Now I have to tell you the same thing
It-
you
this-
told me. My results. Oh, no, that's me. We're not logged into yours.
you're right. Oh my God, we're a bunch of idiots.
Now
There
we're
we
really-
go.
Now we're really looking at it.
There we go.
Just click on the result. Told you the same instructions you told me.
Look at the time.
How many is this? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we are counting your QMs.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So whatever 21 times 21 is, that's the quantity of crowns.
400 and...
Don't make me do math. Come on.
Yeah,
It's
you're
either
horrible,
21 or
man.
22. Yeah, anyways. Baby.
All right.
That was fun. Well, I'm glad we got to see how many times I did it. Just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Well, if you weren't holding a cat, this would all be possible. And you're not going to give that up. Ron from San Diego, what's up? Michigan biker just rode day one of my first overnight. We rode the White Pine Path.
Is that in Michigan?
Yeah, it's got to be. That sounds super familiar.
Just rode day one of my first overnight. So are you out, like, waiting for your next...
Yeah, are you at a campsite or are you in a
Yeah.
hotel? Maybe in a hotel, yeah. But there are people, like, traveling through used to be, like, at a campsite sitting there on his phone, being
Yeah.
like, what's up,
Oh,
dudes?
yeah,
He's riding
that's
across
true.
the
That's awesome.
Yeah. I guess I would, too, if I was sitting there alone.
Yeah.
Like, crossing the country alone. Dylan said, yeah, Weigel and Ron were not vibing on my bike, and it made me giggle. Weigel was still super nice, though. The Minneapolis River Bottom Trails, did you do any of that?
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Sounds like the Soggy Bottom Boys.
The way I just said it?
No, the way he phrased it.
Yeah.
Is there a bike check somewhere on Dylan's bike I just mentioned? I don't. If I do a bike check on one of Dylan's bike, it would be kind of worthless because in about a week and a half you wouldn't have that. Like I transferred the parts from that bike to a different bike.
A bike check? What is that?
Oh, yeah. You both. Neither of you know what bike checks are?
Oh.
Just like a rundown of what someone's bike is. So I'd be like, Ames, Dustin, tell me about your bike, and you'd be like, it's a Salsa Warbird, and then you would say the components type thing, tires, all that kind of stuff.
I wouldn't, though, because I don't usually know all
I don't know
those
what they
things.
are. Ask Otis. Yeah, we could do a bike check in Ann Arbor with Dylan.
That's a
but
good idea.
Again, it is true. Like a bike check with Dylan would be outdated very fast.
That's what makes it interesting, though, because
Yeah.
it's going to be different the next time.
Cool stuff to see in Cleveland. I like old architecture and all of Ohio history. On bikes, doing what is the parkway with where all the gardens are?
Oh.
Cultural Gardens.
Rockefeller?
Yeah, it just starts with that. Is that Rockefeller?
That's MLK, but shoot.
Everybody in Cleveland's like, good lord.
I was actually born in the Cleveland area, but I don't like. You don't
I
know the
should
names
know
of stuff when
this,
you just
yeah.
go around
No.
the area.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
drive
don't.
it every day for how long?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sorry. There is.
Look up the Cultural Gardens. There's a bike path, and the road is rideable, and it's totally worth riding
It goes
through.
up
And
to the museums and the botanical gardens.
yeah,
incredible.
one end is like University Circle where all the museums are. The other end is the lake and a bike path on the
Yeah.
lake. That is one of the things I'd recommend the most. And that's where you see what
yeah.
Cleveland, when it had its money.
If,
What
like,
it
if
did.
you,
Yeah.
That's the image of Cleveland I want people to have.
Yeah,
through
yeah.
that- through that area.
And downtown, downtown now in the
All the way
mall
to-
and stuff is nice riding through. It's
Totally.
Cleveland feels, more historic than you would think. Like when you're downtown,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
just a lot of old big buildings, a lot like Detroit. You
Yeah.
know, like it's a city that was a very fast, important city. So
Yeah, that's where you could still see how Cleveland was Cleveland.
yeah. Oh, Dylan's bike. It's because I have suspension corrected disc brake 1x drop R29er, which is the opposite of everything Ron likes. And Weigel builds very classic triangle lugged thin tubed frames, just with more tire clearance than lots of campy and drillium type stuff. So
Man, I used to swear I'd never ride a bike with disc brakes,
You were one of those.
and I love them.
River Bottom Trail is excellent. You have to put your bike on a raft and pull yourself across a creek.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, I've
But
definitely
we
watched
did not do that.
I've definitely watched people do that on Instagram. A ton of Minneapolis people that I've connected with. One through Hodag, two just through the YouTube channel because the huge biking demographic out there. So
It's like
You think it's
Lutefisk.
Harrison Dillard
what?
Bikeway?
Harrison Diller?
Yeah,
he Googled it.
In what respects?
that's the.
What we were just talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it follows MLK.
Oh,
Along the
that's what
Botanic.
it's called? Harrison Diller?
I actually forgot it as soon as he said it, too.
Oh.
I did not commit. Harrison, I didn't. Look, I still didn't.
I refuse to remember.
I've never, Alan, I haven't ridden in
I
Vermont.
have.
I've done hiking. You've done that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I think it's part of the Causeway It's like a 27-mile loop. If we're talking about the same thing, ever done the Island Line trip? Yeah, yeah. It's incredible. It's beautiful there. I mean, also Burlington. It's just like you literally are just like looking right across the river at that, or the river, that body of water. Just kidding. At that Adirondacks, and then you just can ride the causeway and look at all views.
I've seen a bunch of routes up there. Like Joe Cruz has routes, Ted King has routes. There's the green gravel growler and all that stuff. But yeah, haven't made it yet. Now Aaron said goodnight a while ago. Good night, Aaron.
Good night.
So, Solid right up Shimano next safe speed and fourth gear skips. Now you have to rebuild it. Yeah, good luck. I don't know a dang thing about any of that. How do you research a new route? A number of ways. Like one would be Strava heat maps, a good way to look, or just people put routes on Strava.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we're in a new city, we just look at what routes are around when we're having like dinner and ride them. Then I go over to Google Maps if I'm making my own route, and I'll like drop that little guy to see what the street looks like. Yeah, Strava is what I use a lot, but I usually have a Google Maps tab open as well.
If I went somewhere and I want to find a route, that I actually use Strava. When we were in Cape Cod, that's what I was doing each day, was just grabbing people's, mostly, especially if you want to try like different terrain. I feel like the Strava ones are really nice because it's like you don't really know what to expect, and then you get to see what maybe locals or somebody think is kind of fun regularly.
Yeah, we did that at the Lake Loop when we were on our way to Nutmeg the one year. When Syracuse, we just followed other people's routes. And they were like kind of rated, and we just loaded them into the Wahoos and did it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, you were there.
For which after?
What is that lake? Onondaga or something? No, it was on the way out.
Oh.
Yeah.
The best experience of that I've had is actually in Pittsburgh. People's routes there are awesome. They take you down all kinds of crazy cuts.
Strava
station. Very chill. 21 pages. Oh yeah, did anyone do the math on that yet?
Very chill.
All my dreams have come true. Everybody knows how many pages of QOMs I have.
Extreme.
I don't even have the KOM on my own driveway.
Did you know you can't? If I didn't know this until recently. If you allow Strava to not share your exact location, then it won't allow you to get segments within 1 mile radius of your house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. So that's why I don't have all the ones around Aaron's house.
Is that where your location is set to? Or
No,
two?
oh, I don't let it show her location. I bet
Yeah.
it does the same thing.
Yep.
Dimitri, what's up, Dimitri? Said, need more bike check videos. Yeah. Dimitri, I'll be working with your boss the next 2 days. Oh, Cleveland's
Yeah.
Cleveland Public Library. Oh, the what is the building? The glass building, the mall, like what they used to call malls. It's beautiful.
The Galleria?
Arcade. Not the Galleria. That's like kind of a take on it. What is the name of the Cleveland Arcade? Is it just the Cleveland Arcade?
Yeah, it's just the arcade, yeah.
Look up the arcade, the Cleveland Arcade too. It's like this, you walk in this front door and you don't expect it, then all of a sudden you're in this glass, gigantic glass hallway.
I went through there recently wondering if I just kind of blew it out of proportion when I was younger, but it was still gorgeous inside.
Dang.
Yeah, I didn't remember it from when I was a kid, and there used to be this chocolate bar at the front. Do you remember that place?
No, as a kid, I only went to I can only think of being in Cleveland like twice ever. We didn't go out.
There was this chocolate bar in there for a while, like right on the street, and so my friends were over there, and then I joined them, and then they're like, I was like, "Where's the bathroom?" They're like, "Oh, it's around the corner," and I turned the corner, and they were in the arcade, and I was like, just thought I was in some little
It was
stupid
the whole,
chocolate bar, and it was it was the whole mall with the glass ceiling, and I was like,
Oh.
"Holy shit!"
like Narnia.
And the lobby of the Terminal Towers we're seeing. I mean,
Yeah,
Oh, Novak's in here.
What?
Special delivery. A bag, grab it. Open. On there. Go get
Did you
it.
hear this?
Go do it.
Oh, yeah.
Go do.
Open
Look,
it on.
Go do the thing.
look how comfy.
Oh, that reminds me. My upstairs tenant told me to put a package for me in the laundry room, and I didn't order anything, so I don't know what it could be.
Where's the laundry room?
It's in the other basement.
I always wondered about that. It's like,
Yeah, because the other basement's completely separate because there's 2 buildings put together. So
Nice. Separated by medians or
I
Jersey
so
barriers.
when people say like that bike lane should be separated, I get it, but I would still rather them give us paint when they don't have the money to do that. So I don't want
For sure.
separated bike lanes
Whoa,
to be
it's an actual pink bag. It's a big pink bag.
to be a hindrance to having bike lanes for the record. So if you wait for the perfect ones, you get nothing. What is that? A chicken?
Oh my God, what is it?
It's a
Jesus
snake?
Christ.
No.
Is that a rat? It's a rat.
Holy shit.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God, its tail scared the daylights out of me. That's actually kind of great though.
Put that up to the.
Are you getting the face? Yeah, get the face in there. Jesus.
Where is it? There.
Oh my God.
What's on the?
Yeah, what's on the count?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. did he kill Otis's cat?
What is this? This is crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. I know, it's a lot of movement. for
Yeah, that was
everybody.
hard. Yeah, that's.
Oh, shit. Aaron, I hope there's a story with this.
Yeah.
Doesn't need a story.
Obviously.
Why doesn't this tell me what time? Can you see what time people left their comments, Dave?
It wasn't that long ago.
Oh. Wow. That was something.
It's for the rats.
10 years of rats.
Oh! Aw!
That was thoughtful.
Oh, and Wednesday is the day we ride.
Yeah.
Not just Otis's cat.
I can't believe this here.
Dude.
Sorry, Aaron. Sorry.
Aaron and Kat have
Very
to be
thoughtful.
just dying. We didn't even read that before putting it.
I saw Wednesday, and that's the name
Oh
of
my
the. For the record, that's the name of the cat at the bike shop.
Honestly, that just made it all so much more confusing when you then
Yeah.
made it, and I was like,
I
now
also
I...
introduced it in the worst way. I just read one side and walked away. Come back, read the other side like it's no big deal.
Like, good, I took this in.
Really?
Is that a souvenir from New York City? It's got to be.
Oh man, I hope he
just-
I hope
he
he
was just-
found that in New York and had to bring it back with him.
Yeah.
Like this, oh my gosh, he probably carried it under his arm. Loved it.
He did just get back from New York.
Yeah. And where else would you sell a giant rat?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, Amazon.
Well,
There's
Amazon.
that.
That was good.
Oh hey, oh my gosh.
Still there?
And Edmonton.
Yeah. He's like, why'd you disrupt me?
You're so cute.
Oh, have to wait till you're less afraid to cross the border. Yeah. You'll never get back at this point.
Good.
Novak dropped off a bomb. HVAC is code for big car infrastructure. Went the 1 mile lengths. I mean, on Strava, like blank out your location with the 1 mile circle. But still, they'd have to know where you are in that 1 mile. It's about not knowing.
Pretty.
Yeah, it's about not
big
knowing
spot.
where your house is. You know. My stuff, I don't do it because everyone's like, "Well, don't you worry about that." I'm like, my business is here. Like
Yeah.
my address is here. I have to give that out all the time. So.
Yeah, I guess it depends on where you live too. Population density.
Yeah, Don, I don't think anyone's having a problem going from Canada to the U.S. I think, like a lot of people we know, they're protesting and not coming to the U.S. because of Trump, so, which I totally understand. Our one buddy didn't come to the group ride from Toronto because he's like, I'm not going to spend my money over there right now when your president is saying this kind of stupid shit.
Dang.
In the U.S., we're
That's a
kind
good
of
one.
ignoring the whole, like, I want to annex Canada. They weren't ignoring it. Like, he swung an election, like,
Yeah.
by, like, over 20 points, you know? So... Oh, Dylan said there was a local single track KOM that you had to sprint and go through a hole in a chain link fence. I got the KOM, then they patched the hole in the fence.
That's the dream.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Hugh has one too, where they closed that road and then built a new one, so he could never lose the KOM on.
Well, isn't that how Everett is down in the valley?
Yeah, you would never, because we rode Everett on Wednesday. You could never get that KOM back because it used to be a gravel climb and now it's single track
Yeah.
windy road. So
Yeah, that's done. Yeah.
oh, Dayton has an arcade like Cleveland's. I've been to Dayton a couple times, but I have not seen the arcade there. Oh yeah, that's a good Cleveland. Little Italy in Cleveland, south of the museums. You can connect all that by bikes really easily in Cleveland.
Hmm.
Cleveland's got better infrastructure for bikes than
They have lanes everywhere.
yeah.
And paths. They're the best.
It seems like the cars in Cleveland are more tolerant too. To
Oh, yeah.
bikes.
Yeah, they're used. That's what happens when you
Ru-
put in infrastructure and people get out there. People get used to it.
I ride so much more busy, highly trafficked roads in Cleveland and don't have any issues compared to Akron.
Although
Whenever I ride in New York, everyone's like, "Oh, that looks crazy," and it's like, no, you're moving faster than traffic, and the cars are used to bikes.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
it's more dangerous here than New York. Like,
Yep.
When
And
we're-
especially a city like Cleveland, it's busier. Sorry.
when we were on Euclid the other night, granted it was like 9 at night. Did not feel good.
But you don't.
that
yeah.
was intense.
we made up. Yeah, that was a bad road. We were trying to go as direct as possible and not
Yeah.
making routes we got in late at night. We should all be so lucky to have friends who give us rat statues and pink bags. He did pick it up in New York. Nice.
Oh, nice.
They just retired your jersey number. The collective fog. Yeah, that's all. That's something that sums up our whole group pretty well.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah, we'll be at the Handmade Bike Show. We were talking about that. So, yeah, he does have the Lugs Not Drugs hat.
Yeah.
Me and Brad were just trying to plan that out now. Dylan's going to be there as well. So, oh, you can set the radius on Strava to whatever you want.
Oh, nice.
I never looked at it. Erin just had me turn it off, so on her location, but I've never turned mine.
Mine's set to, I think it's a half a mile around our house. People can't see where I've ridden.
Can you set multiple locations?
No. Can only have one home.
Just one?
Mhm.
Dang.
If Toronto friend wants to ride Niagara in the Lake to Fort Erie Trail, you're in? Oh. I've seen people do the full Lake Erie thing, like ride all the way around
Ooh.
Lake Erie. Ben's been interested in that.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of sections that would kind of suck, having like ridden up along like parts of Lake Erie. There's just not good spots and some, you know. DC is the best cycling city in the country.
Never been there.
I-
Well, for bicycling.
For bikes. I mean, like, I couldn't even believe it. And also, we were riding with our buddy Gabe, who had lived there for probably a year at the time, maybe, when we were out there.
We didn't ride with. Well,
Oh, you
he
had to
took
go
us
home.
on
You
the
had
trails.
COVID. Oh, no, that was before.
Yeah.
But we were. No, oh, you and Ben went to bed. I went back out and rode with them more.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But even like when we went to the bike shop the next day, so the bike infrastructure was so good right down the center of the streets,
Yeah.
and bikes had their own lights. And then when they were red, we kept stopping. He's like, "Oh, you don't need to do that. Cars will wait anyway." So it was like they already had all that like infrastructure, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Cars are so used to bikes that like bikes like basically have the right of way no matter what the sign says."
It's just,
So.
it's awesome to hear that though, because it's like it's consideration.
Yeah, I think that was the easiest big city to get around bike-wise.
Oh, it's
I've
amazing.
Ever been in?
Yeah. I mean, it was like it's like one step below being like having bike highways like the Netherlands does, but
Well, it's like we joke about being yelled at and being told to like get on the sidewalk, but when I hear that and it's coming from somebody who you can tell is not only angry but serious, I'm like, this sucks. You're really uneducated. You actually don't even recognize that I act like it's suggested to be here. Like I
Yeah.
shouldn't be on the sidewalk. That's super dangerous for little children. Like, come on.
y'all got any BMX friends from Ohio? I mean, I have some BMX friends. Do you want their names?
And phone numbers, social security,
I only,
last
Credit
date
card.
of residence.
I only know one.
Credit card and expiration date.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I
any.
do. Yeah, I have like Fat Ben and stuff like that. I got some BMX. You know Fat Ben?
Not really.
Oh, don't you?
No.
Huh? You should. It's cool.
Seems cool.
Oh, did they get rid of flybys?
I love flybys.
Me too.
Strava did, I think it was 3 years ago, set the like basically reset for everybody that it's not automatically turned on. You
Yeah,
have to
that's
go
what
in and
it
find
was,
it.
yeah.
And so some people don't even know it's there. But I think flybys, especially I feel like for us in Akron where you don't know, there's like not a huge cycling community. If I see a girl out on a bike as well, as soon as I get back, I'll check flybys and see if she'll come up.
I used to do when people would like be like, "Hey Tim," and then I'd be like, "Who
Yeah,
was that?"
yeah,
I'd go to
exactly,
flybys to
yeah.
see if I knew like who it was.
Yep.
But yeah, now people don't know and they don't turn it on anymore. Yeah, even a shoulder. Give me a shoulder. Sharrows are Sharrows are worthless.
Yeah.
But give me a shoulder that's painted, and it's better than nothing. I don't. Come back up, bud.
Yeah, I mean, we're fighting for like a shoulder, like the bare minimum. Like, I'll take anything.
Oh, the
it's Cadillac. We did go through. Did we go through Cadillac?
Grand Rapids, Michigan to
Rail
Cadillac,
trail.
Michigan.
Nice.
Huh. Oh, wasn't there some stories about thieves using heat maps to find out which houses the expensive bikes were at? I'm sure there could have been a story, but I find it also fairly unlikely.
I feel like
I'm sure maybe it's happened, but then media blew it out of proportion or something. But
if anything, it'd be easier to find people just maybe segment. I don't know. That just doesn't seem like an easy way to find.
they would have to make a are there bike thieves that are intelligent enough to get on Strava and do all?
That's what I keep thinking. Like,
Yeah.
how would you even know how
Yeah,
to get
other
that far?
dudes that ride bikes.
I mean, I guess if they were doing anything, heat maps is like the most public way to get a lot of information, I guess. But I don't know.
Oh, Sleep said Fat Ben is the guy he knows. Yeah, when Fat Ben was living in, was that Rochester or Buffalo he was in? We actually stopped and rode with him one night on our way back from Nutmeg, but now he's back in Cleveland. I actually haven't seen him much the last couple of years
Sad
at some of the
days.
Joy Machines events. But when you say do I know I don't know anyone who's. I'm not in like the BMX scene where people are just BMXers. I have friends who rode BMX bikes when
Right.
they were younger and still ride once in a while and then just ride normal now. So like I'm trying to rack my
Normies.
brain for like
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
normies.
that. Yeah, a bunch of normies out there on their bikes.
normies, yeah. But I'm trying to rack my brain for like who rides. Well, Matthias, he's a big BMX guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe two.
Yeah.
Mikey. Bowen.
It's funny. When I was in Columbus, my friend
Coles.
Brad has just been to the Philippines, and he was saying how much I would love it. I don't have any plans to travel that far right now. I actually will be traveling that far because I'll be going to Hawaii in February for Aaron's best friend's wedding.
Ooh.
She asked me if I wanted to go, and the first thing I'm like looking up is like biking on Maui.
Yeah.
Like, is there
Hell
like
yeah.
anywhere to ride? And it's like, oh, there's a bike rental place. I'm like, okay, I'll go.
Nice. Oh, that'd be so cool.
So yeah, there's one big volcano you could ride up and then ride down. So, and then there's supposed to be some mountain biking too. So,
So we're going to the Philippines?
He said Hawaii.
I'm just saying I won't get to the
We'll
Philippines.
go anywhere you want.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where Brad said he was heading next? He was heading to Southeast Asia. He might be going back to Vietnam and Cambodia though.
You're going back to Cambodia?
Are we talking about Columbus Brad?
Yeah, other Brad. Yeah,
Other Brad.
No, Brad's going back
The
to Cambodia.
capital Brad.
capital city Brad. Flavortown Brad.
That's it. There
Yeah.
it is. Flavor Town.
Your birds are upside down. There you go.
Thanks.
Love birds. Hate fascism.
Wait, I'm like I'm a fascist and I don't like birds.
This dude's definitely a fascist.
How many bird feeders do you have?
One.
Four, babe.
Oh.
Well, I only have two, but I know it.
Four.
The pink one, the turquoise one, the one you got me, and the hummingbird feeder.
Oh. Okay. That counts.
And these
You
are
weren't gonna count a hummingbird feeder? Like why?
Because I never see hummingbirds.
They're small.
At least where we live, yeah.
Their wings move really fast.
It's true. It's true.
The first book report I ever did was about
Oh my god.
pretty much know all there is to know.
Basically a scientist.
Kind of a hummingbird.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, doctor of hummingbirds.
That's what I'm gonna go with. Yeah, for intelligence, sure.
Wait, what's Hell Track? Take your gravel bike to Hell Track?
Hell track. Hell track. Oh, is he?
D'Amico lives here, so.
Is that Is that another name for that? Oh,
That by Boston Mills?
no.
Helltown? Mutate Town?
Yeah.
There's that
Evans.
pump course off of
By the airport? By the airport?
No, the one we accidentally went to before it was open.
Oh.
It's from the movie Rad.
Red.
Oh.
What is that? I still. I
It's a
don't. know.
BMX movie.
Yeah, of course it is.
I watched that on VHS
I'd bet
like
you
3
did.
times in a row.
I've never seen it all the way through. I caught bits and pieces on TV growing up, and I've never gone back and watched it.
Yeah, I never saw it again after that. 3 times was enough.
Unlike Gleam in the Cube, skateboard
He
movie.
said
where
that
I
too.
never
I
realized-
never watched it. Yeah.
From the
I
beginning.
learned
Oh,
a
yeah, yeah.
lesson from Rad.
Started biking on a Kuwahara BMX bike many years ago. Great
Oh.
fun. Yeah, I never rode BMX at all.
Same.
He will track from Rad?
Hell track from.
Got him.
Oh yeah, you got me good.
You know, he's like, God damn it.
Yeah, Like when Brad one time was trying to get us and he wrote "When I'm Rome." He got autocorrected it to "When I'm Rome," and we've been saying that ever since.
When I'm wrong.
When I'm Rome. Ah, damn it.
It would have been so cool too. Damn it. I fucking had him.
I did tell you how when I flew into Rome, I got to the airport and I had Rick Steves instructions for old people on how to travel, and I'm like, this is what I need. I'm
He's
alone,
the best though.
and I
Yeah.
want step by step,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he knows
That's
that.
the way to
He's
do
trying.
it, yeah.
So I'm looking. It's like you walk this way through the airport, this, and I'm just trying to get
Trust
to the
that
train
guy with
station.
my life.
Yeah. So, anyways, there was construction, and you couldn't go the way he said. But then everyone was walking this way, and it was the first time I had to go, when in Rome.
Oh
I
my
love that
God.
you're still laughing about it.
Yeah.
You're laughing about it, too.
I know. That's great.
But no one understood me because I was in English.
I'm sure they've
It's a
heard
shame
that
they
one.
didn't. Get it.
Yeah. I should have said it out loud because it's a bunch of people getting off an airplane who would have thought it was funny too because they're like, damn it, I was going to say that first. Planned this moment, I was going to say that to my wife when we got to the fucking...
Rod bikes.
Definitely going to Philippines someday to ride bikes. Should we wrap this up? Are you guys...
Oh, yeah.
We don't have
Yeah,
to.
no.
I do. I have to work all day in Cleveland tomorrow, so I did want to not go too late. But
Yeah.
2 days in a row up in there. That call time's not till 10:30, which isn't too bad. But I still have to go early to worry about traffic and parking and blah blah blah. We're right downtown. So.
What time?
10. I need to be there at 10:30, which means I want to be out of my car like 10:20. I don't know where I'm. I don't
Yeah,
know the
yeah.
crew.
No, I was wondering how bad of traffic you'd hit.
No, it's
there.
good. I'll miss.
Yeah.
I
the
should
real
miss
bad
rush
stuff.
hour, and we're supposed to work till 8, so I should be cool on the way home too.
Dang.
So, yeah,
That's a long day, man.
yeah. It was supposed to. I'm guaranteed 12 hours. I don't know if this because everyone's union there, so that's what they do
Wow.
to keep people on retainer or whatever. But
Wow.
yeah, so
Dang.
That's
big
awesome.
video shoot for country music TV.
Oh, that's... Okay.
Terry hooked it up.
That's this
Nice.
one.
Yeah.
All right. I remember.
They needed an AC, and Terry was like, "Oh," it's the guy he was working for. He's like, "Tim lives like 40 minutes from Cleveland."
Dang.
He called me up, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that."
That's awesome. Man,
So yeah,
that's crazy.
I
Yeah,
thought you weren't supposed to talk about it.
we're not allowed to say what it. I don't think we're allowed to say the details of the show, and we're
Okay.
not allowed to take any photos tomorrow or anything.
Right,
but
right.
Yeah. What he said was super vague, anyways.
Uh-huh.
I don't think did that give any details.
Not a one.
I didn't even say Terry's last name. I don't think anyone watching this stream is have any
Oh,
idea.
there's nobody is watching. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? There's no.
Watch, it does say like 3 people.
I hope it's. Oh, that'd be. If it was single digits, it'd be.
What if it was
amazing.
one?
Oh, sounds like don't threaten me with a good time.
Get ready to wear less clothes.
Me and Ames like it hot.
I don't know.
Brad,
I do.
Brad does not.
No.
So
Let me melt
I get-
into the ground.
Yeah, it
Hell
turns
yeah.
80s. And I get sad.
you complain way before 80.
Yeah, Ames was saying that too.
He complained
Yeah.
it was like hardly 70.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sweating already. Oh my god.
I just watched. Maybe it was a TikTok. It was people asking British people, what do you think is hot, like too hot? And everyone was like, man, like 55 and like
Celsius?
68. No, it was like, they translated to Fahrenheit for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, oh, this makes more sense.
They think that's hot? They were saying that's hot?
It's cold and rainy all the time there.
What the fuck are they talking?
Yeah.
I need
Nothing,
to.
yeah, nothing,
I'm fact
nothing
checking
above
this.
the 60s. Yeah.
Buy it.
And they build an empire on that, huh?
Queen and everything.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ames and Brad. And Dave. Peace.
Peace.
Okay. Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
this time.
Fitzwater photo.
In the awful way, holiday, holiday today, and all I want to say, holiday, holiday today. You catch the first train home.